today we're going to be talking about rebuilding trust. In relationships, sometimes your trust is broken, whether knowingly or unknowingly, or what I mean by that is intentionally or unintentionally. And it doesn't always have to be infidelity. It doesn't always have to be that somebody got out and cheated. Well, that's definitely a big area of trust being broken. Sometimes trust can be broken in an area of disappointment, meaning that a spouse let you down in a very important moment in your life or a very important event or circumstance, and you just expected something of your spouse and they were not able to come through or deliver, whether that was purpose or not. It broke your trust in your spouse or your partner. And so I want to talk today about what does it look like to rebuild trust and how do you do that in your relationship. One of the first things that I want to mention about rebuilding trust is that you and your spouse must be on the same page. So what that means is that's going to require vulnerability, and it's going to require the ability to communicate, even if you're emotional about the situation, with clarity and calmness, being able to communicate your spouse what you are experiencing. So when you guys both come together, you and your spouse both have to be on the same page that this is a bump in the road. This is a big situation that we are dealing with, and we want to overcome it. So what does that look like? Well, first thing you have to do is get on the same page and decide that we're going to rebuild the trust in our relationship. From there, you need to work on establishing consistency in rebuilding that trust. So deciding on what does it look like for us to rebuild that trust and how consistent do we need to be. So I recommend being very consistent every day, chipping away at it little by little. I highly suggest, if it's a big area like infidelity or something else that's really major in your life and means a lot to you, and you feel like I can't overcome this in and of myself, I need additional help, to hire a professional therapist, get somebody else involved that can be an outside source to help you sort through your thoughts and your emotions. Often when trust is broken, it's hard to differentiate our thoughts from our emotions and what is real and not. And the last thing that I want to mention about rebuilding trust in your relationship is making sure that you are patient in the process. This is not something that's going to happen overnight. And if you are the spouse where they're saying that you're the one that broke the trust, then you have to be very patient, and it's going to feel like a long journey for you. But if you are committed to making this relationship work, it will be worth it in the end, and you will see the fruit of your labor on the long term. And some things require work in our relationships and our family is definitely worth the journey of rebuilding trust in your relationship.